together.
Okay. Is it too loud, Dale, or should I turn the music down? Or how's my voice? How's everything sound? Is it too much, or is it clear? Okay, let me turn it down just a little. Okay, let me turn it down just a little. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Can you hear my voice now, Dale? Did I fix it? Or is it still bad? Perfect. Let's restart this match. I was saying, I don't know the people in Beauty League that well because I haven't watched a lot of them battle, and even though I am their DLC, it will be very cool for me to see actually how these battles ran down. Our first match would be McDonald's versus the Yuta Umbreon. The Umbreon will be the team on with the Marshadow, and at the beginning of the match I was saying how I expected them to be more of like a pivoting team, which is pretty much precisely how it started. But without further ado, let's get back into it. So we see Zeraora versus the Scizor. Like I said, I expected both of them to pivot out turn 1. The Rocky Helmet on the Corviknight would have been a huge tech to get the Scizor down low. I actually used that strategy versus Gabo myself in my Victory League match. Smart call from McDonald's trying to lower the Swampert's HP, knowing it may flip turd or have to use knockoff to get rid of the Rocky Helmet, but now this Swampert's basically neutralized. I was saying that it was interesting that Corviknight didn't have defog, but that is because we see later that Turtonator has Rapid Spin. And now we are caught up. Sorry about the mix-up, this is the first time I've streamed in a long time. We see Chilly Reception coming out from the Slowking into the Frostmoth, getting the defense buff. It quivers up right in Turtonator's face, which is a very bold move considering this thing can Dragon Tail. And we see precisely that. We see a Will-O-Wisp for some sustained damage onto the Slowking, which is good, as it goes for Future Sight. We see Slowking Chilly out into this low kicks. Now here we're in a predicament where it's something's gonna have to eat the Future Sight, as Corviknight decides to be the victim here and eats it deliciously. We'll probably see another U-turn out. Yep. So this is gonna be a very pivot-heavy game as we look to see who can get in our threats first. As Slowking goes for just the bold knockoff, as I assume Slowking clicked Chilly Reception, probably expecting a U-turn, so down goes the Slowking G as Lowkicks claims the first kill of Beauty League. We see Sub on the Hydreigon, which is an interesting set as this Fairy type comes in, which would normally force it out, but now we're able to get some good chip off with an Earth Power. Scizor comes in to eat the Moonblast and can freely Bullet Punch, knowing that they go for either a U-turn or a Roost is my guess. A Roost, smart call. We see Bullet Punch do a decent amount to Clodsire. Goes hard into Swampert to try and get some leftovers healing, as you expect probably a knockoff to come out to knock the leftovers off that. But instead they just trade rocks, which is smart. Frog is down bad damage. We may need to see a defog. As we go for a substitute, as it breaks it, leading low kicks to come in and be able to freely click first impression or U-turn. First impression is 42% to Scizor, which is crazy, as it goes for a Roost, but now we're able to freely... Oh, looks like they go for defog, as Turtonator goes for Rapid Spin and just gets speed boost. Now if this thing has a fire move, then, oh, yep, perfect. Shell trap right into the Marsh Shadow. As we watch Turtonator take down Marsh Shadow. What an excellent first way to see Marsh Shadow fall, as people are saying that this thing is broken and too strong to be allowed in our leagues. Well, you now see Turtonator is the answer. Moth is going to raw Quiver Dance again as this thing Dragon Tail's trying to prevent any sort of setup. Bullet Punch comes out, but it's not going to do much to a Corviknight as this thing's probably going to roost up again. Does the Frog try and get rocks up again, or does it go for a more offensive play? As it's down to break. So Corviknight picks up a kill now. You see the double switch as this thing goes for U-turn. Not really sure what else could have been done. And I know Zeraora gets moves like Blaze Kick, so let's see if that comes out. As we just see a Plasma Fist. It will Volt Switch out. As this thing either roosts or U-turns. Yep, looks like we're in a little bit of a stall momentum match. Some good chip happening to the high Porygon since it is sub. See a CC come out and clean up, and with this, I think McDonald's probably has it. As Zeraora comes in and is able just to clean up pretty freely. Probably see a Volt Switch here out into something that can deal with the Scizor. It's Corviknight as they go for Roost. Corviknight heals up itself. Let's see how many turns this takes. Scizor versus the world. Not really much they can do, so you just see a few Brave Birds. They are going to Roost stall, so I'm going to skip ahead just to where we see a little more action. Knowing that there's not much left, this Corviknight's able to just stall this out for an additional 10-ish turns and able to pick it up with a Brave Bird. So our first match of Beauty League results in a 6-0 for McDonald's and Elon, it looks like. Yeah, that match started off pretty even, but then just once the raw knockoff came out and Turtonator was able to deal with Marsh Shadow, there was just not enough strength on the other team to break through. And Corviknight was able to just, you know, really do Corviknight things. Which I know some people in the server have some hot takes. Corviknight's not that good, but in this match you'd say it probably was the most important member. Alright, next up we have the Chicago Camerupt, hosted by Duck Dog, who also put out an amazing YouTube video that you guys should all check out, explaining our rules perfectly. And then the Glacial Emperors and Empoleon. So we've got the Rain team versus this Hail team with Psychic Terrain and Pheromosa. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm a huge Duck Dog fan. That video they put up is some peak editing. Was quite surprised to see some member of the server just put out such a high quality video, and I hope they continue to do it throughout the season because we love to see it. With that, let's get into it. See a thunderous lead with Pheromosa as Pheromosa goes for triple axle right away, which should be able to knock this thing out. So turn one, we have a huge momentum swing as Pheromosa is able to get the Beast Boost right away. This thing should be able to now just click a nasty move, but it's able to swap out. Probably choice locked into triple axle if that's the case. And wanting to safely get oh wow. So that was a huge turn. This must be a choice specs or some sort of boosting Vanillux, and was only surely brought to get rid of Rain, because Archaludon is no slouch, and for it to go down in one hit is kind of crazy. Politoed comes out, as I expect to see a swap into Greninja or Zapdos. Speaking of Greninjas, never Stun Spore Greninja. Just pointing it out there. Spoilers for my match in week 2 if you haven't watched it. Never try and Stun Spore Greninja. See Tapu Lele come out to counter the Comfey. Considering its ability triage shouldn't work in Psychic Terrain. As it goes for Terra Blast into the Copperage. Trading damage. But now with it low enough, anything faster surely can come out and deal with this. As Greninja comes out and goes for a Scald, it is the Protean Greninja. Basculegion comes out, goes for the Rest Respects, as Greninja is sashed and is able to chunk down the Basculegion. We see another KO picked up. Pheromosa is able to come out. Probably goes for some sort of Throat Chop. Okay, interesting. Tapu Lele comes out and gets burned by the Scald. Able to set up the Psychic Terrain again, just in case there's any priority to worry about, as Politoed goes for Protect. Big chunk damage to the Swampert. As we see it Mega Evolve and go for Flip Turn into Zapdos, doing a ton of damage. Zapdos is able to go down to the Basculegion, as I'm expecting to see Pheromosa come out and click Throat Chop again, or U-turn. Good call. So you see Tapu Lele just stalling the rain turns, saving Vanillix for when ideally Politoed comes back in on itself, right? Swampert goes down, which is one of the rain abusers. Expect to see Politoed here. You're just going to spam moves, which is great, because if Politoed goes down, then there's no way to reset, as there's a Custat Berry, Psychic. Good call. Just in case the rain, you could have abused it for Basculegion. Swap into the Vanillux to get rid of the rain. Basculegion's no longer nearly as much of a threat. And now you can go into Pheromosa or Tapu Lele and pick up the final kill. Got scary for a little bit there for Duck Dog, but they were able to ring it in. I think the bringing the Vanillux was huge, and getting the turn 1 knockout and the turn 3 knockout really set up huge momentum swings for Duck Dog. I'm excited to see if they recorded a video for week 1, how their commentary for this match would go and what they would say. Alright, next up we have the Stomp Terrakions with Gustav, and the Manacers with Ace. Not to be confused with the Gustav that totally wrecked me today, but our other Gustav. We have another rain team versus a grassy terrain team with... Is that a regular Glalie or a Mega Glalie? I guess we'll find out, because I'm learning everyone's teams. Looking at this pregame matchup, Rain actually has a decent matchup. Hurricane goes kind of hard, and Scald's, like, there's not a ton of swap-ins besides Empoleon, but once Empoleon goes down, it could be bad, and there's a Kilowattrel and Mamo to deal with that. So I just want to see how this one plays out, because if you're able to play around the rain, I've learned it's able to fall apart very quickly, considering you have a lot of common type weakness. So we see Glalie. It is the moody one, regular Glalie, going for Freeze Dry onto the Duraludon, getting a decent chip and getting the lottery. Oh, it is Mega. So lottery into a KO. See, if I was them, I maybe would have stayed in just to see a kill. But that is technically the optimal play. Pelipper take a fat chunk, as Raging Bolt's just able to just click Dragon Bolts and get everything super low HP. So this is Vizdef for sure. Wow, this is a slow paced one, but it's going pretty cool. As we are seeing all these pivoting and swapping. If we see a burn here, that'd be very bad for Ace. Okay, so he's able to manage to save his Pelipper for at least one more set of rain. As Kingdra gets to click Hydro, but Empoleon showing Roost, it should be able to wall this thing pretty nicely. Goes for a Scald, which is quad resisted, so interesting. Able to stall out rain turns. I'd go for Roost again, just waiting for the Hydro to miss, and there it is. Now if you have Flash Cannon or something, that's what I would go for here. Oh, we throw away our Pelipper, and there goes our Kingdra's Swift Swim. We get a safe turn into Mammo. Mammo misses high horsepower. Oh man, missing moves can turn the momentum of a game on its head. And I think that one might just seal it against Ace, as Backyardians is able to go completely off. Breaking Bolt can come in here, and it's against two water types. Oddly enough, it swaps out into the Draco Meteor, which is a good call, not knowing if Thunderclap would kill considering Dragon resists. Palafin comes out. I'm assuming a Scald's gonna come out and fish for a burn. Actually, we get a swap into the Rillaboom. Back into Empoleon, knowing that this thing can eat any hit, as we see another miss. So Lottery really impacting this game initially. So you make a smart swap into the Mag here. Mag should freely be able to go for Volt Switch or a Floor Cannon, as we see Shift Gear. Ooh, with a defense buff and a Calm Mind. Is this the stored power Magearna? Oh, yeah, it is. And I am unsure if there's anything they can do about it at this point, as Magearna is able to safely just start clicking stored power and win. It's our second 6-0 of the week. There was some RNG involved, but it was also good prep. It was calculated RNG. So, and Ace throwing away the Pelipper towards the end meant that Kingdra really stood no chance once this thing clicked Shift Gear once. Missing the high horsepower is absolutely tragic, though. I don't know if it would have killed, but it was absolutely a heartbreaker. Alright, next up we have Steel Flame and Bronzor versus the Newport Noivern. Bronzor is the Iron Valiant Electric Terrain team versus the Ho-Oh and the Alamomola Cornerstone team. We see a Dedenne and a Masquerain, which I'm always a big fan of, as well as Talonflame coming in a surprising matchup because it looks like it actually wouldn't do too hot, but let's see how this one goes. And if I'm going too fast, guys, just let me know so in the future I can slow it down. But I kind of just wanted to watch these through and get to know the players in my league as we go through each week, considering I haven't watched a lot of them. Like I've said, I've maybe only seen half these players play before, so really this will be a fresh experience for me. See Talonflame lead into Iron Treads as we go for a U-turn onto the Ho-Oh. Tapu Koko comes out, is probably just going to U-turn or Volt Switch itself. We see that pivoting as being a huge factor in Beauty League's Week 1. Bundle comes out and gets a huge KO onto the Iron Shreds as it flips turn and breaks the sturdy on Cornerstone. Smart play. He goes for Ivy Cudgel, which does a 2-hit KO to Celesteela, which is crazy. Celesteela is so bulky. I was not expecting to see that. 1,000 arrows onto Aloe, which is too tanky to deal with, so I expect the Zygo to have to swap out. We may see a flip turn here or a Wish. Wish, Protect, scouting the Freeze Dry, which is revealed. Now the question is, how much does Freeze Dry do? About half. So you're able to Wish Stall this. You go for Freeze Dry so that Dedenne can come in with the Cheek Pouch, but now your Wish is basically wasted. So I would have gone maybe or move to chip the bundle on that last turn if you're just going to let your Aloe take chip anyway. Dedenne actually doing a decent amount to Coco, but out comes Cornerstone. We should probably see an Ivy Cudgel here. Do a ton to Iron Valiant. Yeah, 37 on resisted. But Val with the speed boost is able to come in. Just click close combat. Ho-Oh is able to maybe scare this thing out. But it is a mixed Valiant to get the Ho-Oh in range. You see Bundle come out. Probably just to click flip turn again. We actually see Ice Beam knocking down Masquerade to his Sash, so no sticky webs will go up this game. As Bundle picks up his second KO. We see a Freeze Dry, presumably on the Wish. Now if I was them, I'd just click Protect, get my Aloe healthier, but I don't really see a way out for them now. Oh, we see the freeze to the instant thaw. About to be some bad RNG, but instead it just ended up being a moot point. Trying to stall out the freeze dry, but with 32 PP, there's really not much you can do. You're going to have to start either pivoting out into something that can handle this bundle. But Dedenne is not the answer. Oh, down gets another kill for Bundle. And Bundle's able to just start causing carnage. We see a Scald knowing that it's most likely over. And that is 6 kills and a 6-0 for Bundle. Our Week 1 MVP nominee. Or not a 6-0, but 6 KOs is what I meant for Bundle. Which we love to see some Bundle gameplay. He's a cute guy, so I think this Mon's a little overhyped, but watching it just destroy this match, maybe there's some more value in it with having flip turn and freeze dry than I originally saw. Alright, next up we have Servala of Lucera versus the Baltimore Butterfree and Durna. Or Donner. I don't know how to say it. Durna, Donner. Who knows? We've got Mew, Naganadel, Lando, Terapagos, Urshifu, which I won't be able to tell which one it is until we're actually in the game, and Vikavolt. Versus Sun with Leafeon, Great Tusk, Walking Wake, Ogerpon, and Pidgeot. This is actually a really well constructed Sun team, considering if this is Mega Pidgeot, Hurricane will never miss in the Sun, and all the other Mons abuse the Sun greatly. We'll see Pidgeot leave as it Mega Evolves into the Mega like expected and goes for HP Ice. As Lando uses out, but is now incredibly chunked. See a U-turn from Pidgeot into Great Tusk as this thing goes for Thunderbolt. Terra Electrics, losing its bug typing, and goes for Air Slash. It is an Assault Vest Vikavolt, so it was not Webs, which means this thing's here just to do damage. We see a Baton Pass into Great Tusk as we presumably see another electric move come out. Yep. But I don't think Tusk... Oh, it misses Head Smash. bad luck as Vigavolt picks up the first KO in this match. Little rough to see. Leafeon comes out and goes for Swords Dance, and this is a Chlorophyll Leafeon. So let's see how this goes as it goes for Solar Blade and picks up its first KO. A great physical move coming out. Landorus is able to come out as this thing goes for Terra Blast, knocking out the Landorus. See, Natural Gift. Whoa. Natural Gift to knock out the Naga Nadell is crazy. As Leafeon is really doing what Bundle did last week and just taking names. Tropicos is able to come and eat this up and bring a stop to Leafeon's current terror. Ninetales, I expect to click Baton Pass and get out of here. Yeah. Into Walking Wake. Photosynthesis boost. This thing should be able to just spam Hydro Steam now. Or whatever it's... yeah, Hydro Steam. Gets knocked out by the Terapagos. In comes Leafeon. To Solar Blade. Picks up another KO, so that's 4 for Leafeon. Mew comes out. Is able to live and stop this Leafeon from destroying everything, but it's at half HP. And in the current state, you should see an Ogerpon come out, Terra, and just be able to absolutely destroy. Actually, it's not out of Terra because the Leafeon did, but same difference. Surging Strike's coming out. It's only a neutral hit because of the Grass Fire typing. And in the Sun, it doesn't do a ton. We see Trailblaze, and that's a GG. Excellent prep by Servala. I really like the setup of this Sun team, and watching Leafeon with Natural Gift just destroy that Naganadel really was the turning point of the match, I think. Alright, next up we have the San Fernando Valley Fuecocos versus Los Jalapenos with Draco Meteor and Cristiano Ronaldo Stano. I don't know who their actual name is, but I know that their profile in Discord is a goat and a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo, which I hear he is the goat of soccer. So I won't debate because I don't really watch soccer, but I know internationally it is very popular with a lot of the members of our server. Let's see if I can tell which team is which real quick. So Los Jalapenos is the team with the Gigalith, and the San Fernando Valley Fuecocos is Draco Meteor. Alright. Pre-game we got Gliscor, Ferrothorn, Jellicent, Darmanitan Galar, which is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, just design-wise, I love him. Fluttermane, and a Charizard, which is a Charizard Y to help boost the Fluttermane. But it's a little counterproductive with Ferrothorn on your team to have a Sun team. So that's an interesting bring. The Gigalith is here to probably get rid of the Sun. Hi Mosif, good to see you. Kieran Black is here with the Mold Breaker, which will be good to deal with the Gliscor. Moltres can pivot around, Excadrill can take advantage of this, so this should be an interesting thing. And it's a Venusaur that may have Chlorophyll on it, even if it is the Mega, it may have the Chlorophyll tech. So there's a lot of things. Watching the pregame, I think that the C4 Ronaldo stand should have the advantage here, and maybe be able to be as great as Cristiano Ronaldo themselves. Let's see how this goes. Moltres into Gliscor, as we see an immediate swap out into Jellicent, as Moltres goes for Terrifier Burn Up, doing a ton of damage. Are they able to spam Burn Up because of Terra? I'm unsure how that works. Strength Sap, healing Jellicent right back up, as Venusaur is able to come out. Predicts a good dump into Ferrothorn. Should be able to go for Burn Up again and do a ton. Wow. That's a ton of damage. So they can just spam Burn Up over and over, but we're seeing the damage from Earthquake. Unless Vaporeon has Protect, which it does. Perfect. This thing should be able to Mega Evolve and just click Solar Beam. Ooh, bring out the Gigalith first. Smart, waiting to Mega Evolve. As they go for it now. Let's see if they tech the Chlorophyll onto their Venusaur here. Results inconclusive. Good Smart into Darm. Darm should be able to just click U-turn here if I was them, or go for a really, really strong Earthquake again. As Venusaur goes down, not much they can do, but now Excadrill can come out. Let's predict the swap. Yep, into Ferrothorn. Now you just click Burn Up. There's not a swap. And with the Sand Chip, oh, there's no Sand Chip. Let's just see if they can get the high roll. Oh yeah, Moltres coming in with the Burn Up. It's truly doing the most. Brings in the Vaporeon. This could be risky for the Vaporeon, but it's able to protect, and now it can probably Wish Stall back up. As it goes for protect here, it's not going to do anything. If I was them, I would click protect one more time just to really heal up my Vaporeon. Yep, smart play. And do it again, honestly. As we see go for Wish, most likely on this. Really, there's just nothing they can do against this Vaporeon now. Unless this thing has Power Whip. Moltres comes out, it's able to click Burn Up yet again. That's 3 KOs for Moltres. Darm comes out, clicks Earthquake, says goodbye to Moltres, probably for a safe swap into Gigalith. We actually see Vaporeon come out. I expect to see a Scald here. A Toxic Smart into the Charizard. Just playing super ahead of the momentum. We see Los Jalapenos just locked in for this match. Ooh, I don't like seeing them let Gigalith go down though. This makes things a lot more interesting. See them go for a rock move here potentially, or a rapid spin. Yep, that might be sealing. This thing has rock slide. Yep. Down they go, and then they should have enough speed to pick up any kills here. As they play it safe and go to Vaporeon though, just not really wanting to fool with it. This is interesting to see how this will turn up. You need this Vaporeon now 100% that Gigalith is gone to beat the Darmanitan. So you can't let it get too low. You should click Protect here 100% and then go and sack your Excadrill, yeah. And then go back into your Vaporeon and click Protect. Yep. Click Protect again, just for good measure, is what I would do, as I go for Wish. Which is actually a smart play, because Darm goes for U-turn, so now you're able to rack up more Toxic stuff. them swapping around, they're not able to really do anything. You can freely kick Scald now, or Wish. Going for flinches as a Hail Mary. If Darm flinches this thing out, it'd be so sad. It just needed one right there. As we see the lottery come back to bite them, this thing can now just click Scald 100% of the time. Playing with fire with the flinches, but that's fine. As it breaks through, heals up to full. And now we'll probably see Protect into Scald into Wish, or Protect into Wish into Protect into Scald as the game finishes out. So Vaporeon really coming in and saving the day here. It was a catch-all for everything. Into Scald. And that should be the game. That one was our closest match yet, probably. But that was a really good match. Just the burn up on the Moltres and the counter teaming with the Gigalith was really good. Maybe throwing the Gigalith away before your Kyurem, knowing that Kyurem didn't outspeed either of the things left. I would have maybe just sacked my Kyurem just to keep that around, but it ended up not mattering because Vaporeon is just like Ronaldo and clutches it up for the win. So our final match with Rawthorn, Super Bullet Punch, and the other coach being the Warana lovers, Just HK in the server. Looks like Mega Mawile with Wellspring and Dragapult and Iron Hands. Mudcell, very scary team. With Dialga, Golden Go, Double Steel Core, Zoroark Hisui, Tangrowth for the Regenerator, Scyther, and Tyranitar. So honestly, I have no idea how this one's going to go based off of the pregame. I like both these team setups a lot. Every Pokemon on this is super viable, in my opinion, in Draft League. Needed the grass move on Pharaoh for that last match, yeah. Let's see how this one goes. Ogerpon leads into Golden Go, which is faster considering it's Balloon. We see U-turn, smart play. But it gets some chip for the helmet, which is never bad. Weezing's going to come out strange. Probably could Strange Flame here. That's what I'd click. As it goes for fair Flamethrower and gets the burn. So we see some lottery already. As we watch this thing go into Mudsdale. Hopefully it's not special attacking Dialga. But seeing it swapped out, it may be. They trade rocks here. Back out into Weezing. Does nothing to the neutral hit. Does it go for Strange Steam? No, another Flamethrower. I think Strange Steam is one of the most spammable moves, honestly, in Draft League. It is Special Dialga. Down goes the Weezing. Sad to see for me, so former Weezing stan. Pult comes out, is able to KO Dialga, Draco. You see it probably U-turn here, but if T-Tar has Pursuit, that could be bad. As it doesn't go for Pursuit, Mega Evolves and goes for Dragon Dance. Now, let's see how that works into Mudsdale, as it's immediately scared out. Yeah, I'd assume Mudsdale would scared out. But at +1, I would go for damage just to see what I can do. Leech Seed, some more bad lottery. As Mudsdale honestly is looking amazing in this situation. Goes for the Leech Seed, but on pull it doesn't matter as much because now you can get a Draco kill or just use Rock's really coming to bite Rawthorn in the butt. Iron Hand should be able to just click a Drain Punch here, but actually opts for the full switch, maintaining that momentum out into pull, which is now can click a free Draco onto anything, or a U-turn. Just really keeping the momentum up. T-Tar goes down. Man, that Leech Seed miss really sucked. And Scyther being Eviolite, it's going to take 50% to the rocks almost. Buff up the Mudsdale. Depending on what this Mudsdale has, it might be able to just clean up here. Dragapult slowly but surely getting withered down by these rocks, but I don't think it matters because nothing's going to outspeed it. The way they're playing it makes it definitely seem like it's either specs or specs here. Interesting. How is Golden go faster? Oh, it's not Golden Go, it's Zoroark. Scarfed. Threw me off for a second. No, is it Golden Go? How the hell is Golden Go faster? It was Air Balloon, right? Unless it's Air Balloon on the Zoroark. Wait a second. I've been bamboozled. Yeah, it's Scarf Golden Go and Air Balloon Zoroark to bluff it. It's definitely Air Balloon Zoroark Hisui to bluff it on Golden Go and on Dialga, which is super cool actually. I 100% got bamboozled at the beginning of the match. It's so sad to see a Zoroark come out in the wild though without an illusion. Oh! Nasty plot and a rock slide miss. We actually have some momentum here. This could be bad. Isn't it a speed tie here? Or no, I don't remember Zoroark's speed. Oh, Zoroark! Can you do it? Or is Iron Hands too bulky? It's too bulky. Well, we thought about it. Yep, that's my reaction to Rawthorn. That's my reaction. The yes in all caps and the no when you see that this is probably an AV Iron Hands. Wow, that was a really good match. I got bamboozled for sure. Air Balloon Zoroark to throw me off is crazy. I didn't see that coming. Well, that should be all the matches. If you missed any of them, then I'm sorry. You can check out the VOD, and you can definitely catch them there. Let's see if I can safely pull up the Beauty League standings and it not mess up the stream. Just so for you guys to see kind of what we're working out with here. We've got our top teams with the Stomp Dragons and McDonald's, both with 6-0s, followed by Steel Flame with their Iron Bundle getting 6 kills, leading the league in KOs. Luchera coming in 3rd or 4th with the I believe that was the Leafeon game. Duck Dog, our resident YouTuber and editor extraordinaire, coming out with a win. Still waiting to see their week 1. And Los Jalapenos picking up a win for the Cristiano Ronaldo guy. And then Guarana Lovers with their final win, followed by Rawthorn with the close loss. San Fernando Valley Fuecoco and Draco Meteor coming in right there. Glacial Emperors, the 2-0 differential, Baltimore Butterfree, and then everyone in the red here. Better luck next week. Ace, Plain World, and Stranger. Red means that you may move down in our ELO system. Blue means playoffs. Green means promotion. And yellow means you stay the same. Our KO leaders are Iron Bundle, Leafeon, Tapu Lele is in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon tie for 3rd, with Magearna, Basculegion, Dragapult, and Moltres. So that's Beauty League in a nutshell. Week 2. Let's see the schedule. Let's go ahead and hide this call. Oh, I can't. I'm not on the Draftarig YouTube. or account. I can't hide that column. But we've got Los Jalapenos faces the Utah Umbreon, the Chicago Camerupt versus Lucera, Stomp Tracheums versus Doom Desire as Rothorn looks to make a comeback, the Baltimore Butterfreeze and Steel Flame, San Fernando Fuegocos versus Glacial Emperors, Newport Noivans versus Guarana, and the Menacers versus McDonald's. So good matches week 2. Let's see if there's any more crazy techs and strats. Honestly, all those matches were pretty good, and all the blowouts were from good prep. So we like to see it, and I know that there was some trades like Ace. Ace definitely blew up their roster and got Ogrepon and I believe Tapu Fini and Arbok added to the team, or Metagross, that's what they got. And then there was other trades as well. Let's see if I can remember what they were. I don't remember what they were. Sorry, chat. But some of these teams got switched up for sure, and we'll see if any more goes on. We got 7 more weeks left. Let's see how Beauty League shakes up. Thank you to Dale, thank you to Mosif, and anyone else that showed up for the stream. Tac Bro, you were first as always. And yeah, let's keep going, Beauty League. Thanks for tuning in, and if we like these, we may do them for every week for Beauty League, just so I can get to know these players a little bit better. Considering we have some up-and-comers, who knows, maybe one of them will make victory. Well, I mean, obviously the champion will, but considering we had a lot of drops this last season, you know, one of them may even sneak into Premier, depending on what happens. You'll never know. Good luck to all my Beauty League peeps, and thank you for tuning in.